Sorry for that, because you know that we have already begun with the online classes, so that's one a little bit. So anyways, so we are going to continue with the same thing, same chapter. Last time we have done till symbolic constant, that is final keyword. I told you if I want to make any variable a constant value, I will simply write final with it. Well, just to repeat, we can write it like this: final in a is equals to 10. That means this integer a will hold the value 10 for the entire program. This is the final value, this is the constant value. Okay. Well, now let us move on. Let us move on to type conversion. See, this is a very important topic, so understand properly. And if you have any doubt in this particular thing, you please write it in the comment. There are two types of conversions, and why the conversions are needed. See, there are multiple variables we are using in a program. At times we don't realize, but we are using the variables as integer type, and then we are dividing it by 100 and assuming that the result will also be integer type. But actually, you know what? If I take the integer value only and we have certain decimal value also, then that will be neglected. So that is actually a wrong thing to be done, because we are missing a certain value, which could be rounded off later. So that for these kind of things, there are two types of conversion. One conversion is something which we can do, and the other one is something which is automatically done by the computer. So we are going to talk about both. So when we talk about conversions, the conversion are basically of two types. We have implicit type conversion and we have explicit type conversion. Now what are these implicit and explicit? Implicit type conversion is also known as coercion, and this is automatically done by the computer. And explicit type of conversion is done by the users, by us. So now how is it done and what it is? You can open your book on page number 49. See, when I use integer type value, I have taken a as integer. Yeah, let us take the example of PRT upon 100. SI is equals to PRT upon 100. Okay, I have taken P as integer, R as integer, T as integer. Now what do you think? This SI should actually be double type of value, because I know I am dividing it by 100. So for these kind of things, at times you don't realize, as I told you earlier also. But computer realizes it very soon. So it automatically converts it to the higher value. Just like if I am taking integer, it will convert it automatically to double type value for the calculations, because it knows that yeah, finally we are going to get a double kind of value. Only this is the point where they are smarter than us. Okay. And yeah, one more thing, remember, in implicit type of conversion, it is always promoted. The data type is always promoted. That means higher data type is always taken. We cannot, computer is not going to automatically shift to the lower type of data type. It will always shift up to a higher kind of data type. So just let us take a very quick reading of this one. The Java compiler automatically performs implicit type conversion depending upon the used data type. It is applied when there are more than one different type of operands. If P is integer, R is double, T is integer, and so what should be the value of SI? It will be double only, and all these will be converted to double automatically by the computer. This is also known as type promotion. As I told you, it is always going to promote the data type. But there are certain rules followed by the compiler. We are not going to use it. Compilers do follow these rules. And the rules are, if an operand data type is of double, then the entire expression will be converted to a double type expression. Otherwise, if the data type of operand is float, entire will be promoted to float. If operand data type is long, the whole expression will be long. And if expression contained byte, short, int, then always it is going to be int, because int is the largest of these three, byte, short and int. So it is always promoted. Okay. This is implicit type conversion, which is also known as coercion. Now let us take the example of explicit type conversion. Explicit, as I told you, it is user defined. It is done by us. we can either promote or demote, whatever we want, we can do it. But we can convert it anyhow. Now how to do it, how to apply it? See, this is very important, so please pay attention. Suppose I have some integer type of value, say 10, okay, and I want to get its character value. I want to get the character value of this 10. So how will I do it? I'll use any character type of variable, maybe say I use x, and I will convert this a to char like this. Now this is the variable which is going to hold the character value of a. A was integer, I converted it to character and stored it in another variable which is already character type. This is how we do the explicit type of conversion. Okay, see, it has integer, character has nothing to do with each other, but we have converted it so easily. Similarly, if I want to convert this a to double type, I use double y, any variable which is going to hold the double value, then double a. Now this integer value will be converted as double and will be stored in y, which is already a double kind of thing. Now this is what is explicit conversion. Now these two things are, children, very, very, very important. So I want you to read them properly, thoroughly. Nothing else is there. The chapter is already over. So please read the question answers properly. Read the unsolved questions. And if you have any doubt, anything in this chapter, put it as a comment. Okay? And I'll take it next time. Thank you so much, and do it properly. Okay? So very soon you will be getting your next video. Bye.